even before the release of the QHIN application, there were a handful of organizations who threw their names in the ring early on, in fact, indicating that they intended to apply to be a QHIN and wanted to be one of the first to be a QHIN. Epic, Commonwealth Health Alliance, eHealth Exchange, Health Gorilla, NextGen. For our listeners today, could you share with them what sets Kno2 apart from these other organizations if they were considering one QHIN over another for their partner?
Before I answer that latter part of the question, I want to give a shout out to the names that you've mentioned, and I think there's a couple more in the mix now. Yeah. But these are a fantastic group of people and a fantastic companies that are pushing forward to really change U.S. healthcare, and it's not a small undertaking. So just want to give a shout out to all the names mentioned, and as a group, truly looking forward to solving real problems in healthcare. To what makes Kno2 different, I would say that for a long time, Kno2 has been considered kind of a different company in how we approach things for some of the reasons already mentioned in the markets we serve and so forth. Certainly our technology stack is different. So as you look at bringing in TEFCA or bringing in a QHIN, becoming a QHIN, it's not an initiative on its own. We wrap it back into our send, receive, find API. It's a single API for connectivity everywhere. We continue that mantra. That's what made this such a natural fit for us. Send, receive, find. Once you implement the APIs, we always say you're future-proofed. So we have you covered for the future. A huge portion of our time is spent on the edge, what we call the edge. And the edge being the EHR vendor, the edge being the digital health platform, the edge being any consumer of our APIs. Making sure that we, as we bring in becoming a QHIN, is that the consumption of our APIs are maximized. The workflows are maximized. So it's not just about, did we meet this technical specification for QHIN? It's about what we're doing to wrap those workflows and make them available through our APIs. And it brings it back into that natural exchange experience that people are utilizing, that any vendor technology that comes in, again, whether it's an EHR vendor, digital health, it's a patient engagement platform. We've even got groups like Xerox or Konica Minolta that have implemented our APIs in their device as they look to participate and make their devices relevant. We think about all of that, and the engagement that we have with QHIN, again, it's not just about the application itself and the technology itself. It's really about, will this get usage in the market? Because at the end of the day, and I hate to pick on history, but history is important here, is that if we've seen failure in interoperability, it's been when it gets to that final mile, the adoption by the provider, the adoption within the clinical workflows, it's not there. You'll see over the course of the next few months, it's for us, I think it's important to some companies that they're the first. It's not important to us to be the first QHIN. That to me says that you could create some shortcuts, right? We don't want to do that as a company. We're absolutely very focused to being the best that we can be and the best QHIN that's available in the market. And that has to do with the maximization of the workflows and the adoption of the technology.